Hey guys, I hope you all are doing well tonight. I really do. So, let's get started. Yeah. So, give me a moment. I'm gonna put some meditation music on. I know I should have already had this on. I had a busy day. Yeah. So, let me get started. Oh my God. Like, shoot. Hold on. Let me put my meditation music on. I'm gonna be more positive, y'all. I know I could be acting mean and stuff, but it's because people be getting on my nerve, and so I be taking it out on other people. So I'm not gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna try to stay positive tonight. So let's get started. Let me use some meditation music. Hello, how you doing? All right, let's get started. All right. Hi guys. So I'm gonna be. I'm sorry for being mean. I'm not gonna be mean no more. It's just that people be getting on my nerve, it be like that sometimes. But anyway, let's get some messages for the chosen. Let's see what the ancestors, angels, and spirit guides have for us at this time. What do we need to release? Um, Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Thank you. So the first card we have is I declare, decree, and establish that all generational curses over myself, my ancestors, my offsprings, the parent of my children, and their ancestors are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. So you're going to burn this on ancestor money, guys. It's very important to start releasing this energy, because you want to break generational curses off of your family. That's very important. Even if you don't get along with people, like, just you still want to do that. I should have did this before, but yeah, you want to do that. That's very important. So make sure you burn that on ancestor money and release it out of your energy. And then we're gonna get started. So today I was speaking on how the chosen have pretty much completed cycles that the chosen have completed a lot of cycles, and currently we're in another dimension. So 5D, is a much more higher vibration for a lot of us. And peace. Hi Amber, how you doing? Hi Sparkle. Peace everybody. I say to you, Sparkle. So basically, guys, we are at a higher dimension at this time. And I took some notes. I was listening to a few of the goddesses that were speaking on the fifth dimension. And we're gonna pull on the energy, and we're gonna get some information on how we can become our even higher in our vibration. Guys, if you don't mind to like the live, I would truly appreciate it. So anyway, we are in the new earth at this time. This is the fifth dimension. So you will find yourself being more high vibrational. Now I know, we ain't perfect. I know I'm not perfect, but a lot of us are currently in a higher vibration, on a higher vibration of the RAM. So So it's saying like the more you become enlightened is the more you become awakened. It will raise the vibrations of the earth, causing a new shift in the earth. So let's just say if you were working on yourself for a while, breaking generational curses off of the bloodline, if you were, working on your womb healing, doing, your inner work practices, then most likely you would be in a higher frequency. And this is why we're having like the big split. So you'll notice that a lot of people, a lot of the chosen are in a very high frequency at this time, which is what I was basically saying earlier in my last live today. So with that said, there is, a split. So you'll notice that you'll notice that you'll see or feel like the energy from people. So that means like it'll be like negative energy. You'll feel negative energy around you. It's a shift. It's a shift that is happening at this time. So let's get into it. So we got the Two of Wands, we got the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and then the Knight of Cups. Let me turn this down. So what I'm seeing here is that we had options. All of this time we had options, okay? Options to think on practically how to heal. With the Nine of Cups, this is an offer for many people to heal. Paige is giving me like young energy, but it also gives you an option to think clear on how you want to go about your healing. And so this is what Spirit is saying, like, there is an option, there were options, like this is your life. However you want your life to look is how it will be. And so we got the High Priest. So High Priest represents someone being in the know. This is someone knowing thyself, understanding thyself. High Priest energy is someone who worships thyself. I know a lot of people are afraid to worship thyself, worship yourself, honor yourself, because we have been practicing honoring something else outside of us. When all of that is in us, we give our energy away when we should be putting that energy into self. So this is like clear understanding on how you should be honoring thyself, thinking more clearly on how you can heal. So I got the Five of Wands energy. Let's clarify the Five of Wands energy, ancestors, angels, spirit guides. Okay, so Five of Wands energy clarified by the Hangman is telling me like, of course we have people who are not quite healed. There are people who made options to stay on the negative side. So what I'm seeing here is like there's people who are actually stuck. So I was looking at so it's called the Great Split, the Great Separation. So the Great Separation is caused by people who are choosing, like literally choosing to be negative, So there's a split when it comes to the 5D, the new earth. And this is where you currently are chosen, like you're walking away from anything low vibrational. This is a celebration for you. So Spirit, give me some information on what I can tell. Okay, so we got the Judgment card, and the Judgment card pretty much talks about evolution. It talks about evolving and becoming your higher self, becoming your better self. With the Lover's card here, the Lover's card is choices. The Lover's card is pretty much giving you direction. It's also helping you to move in your heart space. I don't know, like the Lover's card to me represents the cosmo energy, planning alignment, So with that said, there's transition that is happening, a lot of transition that is happening. So there are people stuck in a lower vibration. And, this is just an option for a lot of people. If you want to be in a higher vibration, you can. But, it's difficult to be in a high vibration when mentally you got to stay grounded. And so we're going to talk about that tonight, but I just wanted to get an overall message for what Spirit is wanting me to talk about. when it comes to the fifth dimension and where the chosen are at this time. So what I'm also seeing here is that you have gone through a lot of conflict and a lot of difficulties, chosen, which has caused you to evolve in your life. So with the Five of Pentacles, clarify the Five of Pentacles, Spirit. Why we have the Five of Pentacles? Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So this is basically telling me that someone is having an option to come out of the code, is having an option to become their better self, their higher self. All right, so we got the Seven of Swords energy. Clarify the Seven of Swords energy, please. Seven of Swords energy is clarified by the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like someone is choosing to be on the negative side, child. That's what we got. So clarify this, ancestors, angel, spirit guides. What is this about? What is this about? Clarify this energy, please. All right. Because someone's finding it difficult to clear out this. Someone's finding it very difficult to clear out negative energy because it's a lot, I feel like someone feels as if they have to move in a very deceitful way. But let's clarify the Seven of Swords, ancestors, angels, spirit guides of the highest white light. So this is a person who is having difficulty being by themselves, having difficulty being alone. This is a person who's needing to find grounding. This is a person who's needing to heal their root chakra. They're having, issues with that. And we're going to get deeper into that. And what Spirit is saying is that this person is basically needing to call back their power, the power that they feel that they've lost, So with that said, we have the King of Cups and the King of Swords. So clarify this energy, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. So with this energy, we have the Fool card and we have the Justice card. So I'm seeing here, clarify why we have these people here. Okay, so we have this here because there are people actually wanting to come into a more grounded type of energy where they're not wanting to move in this way, in a deceitful way. They're wanting to come out of this. They're wanting to have balance in their life. This is freedom energy. This is what I'm seeing here. This is someone wanting to be loyal to their journey. This is the scales that are currently balancing out for people that are currently going through maybe a transition, evolving. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how they're doing it. But what I'm seeing here is like there are like, changes that certain people, a lot of the chosen are currently going through to become their best self. So with the Ten of Cups here, this is representing, I just heard unity. This is representing I don't know, like more of a higher vibration when it comes to how this person wants to see their life, or currently possibly how they're living at this time. With the Nine of Pentacles, this is representing someone who has a lot of value for themselves, grounded, very grounded energy. This is giving me God energy. Now you may not know exactly what you're doing, where you're headed at this time, but chosen, I feel like you're in a good space at this time. And I do feel like there are people who are wanting to come, they're not wanting no great separation, but of course, when the planets align, that's just what's going to happen. So the more you work on this yourself, the higher your frequency will be. And yeah, that's just what it is. So let's read my notes. So it says, the more you become enlightened and awaken, we will raise the vibration. We will collectively raise the vibration of the planet, and we will collectively raise the it will still, so the planet will still look the same. It'll just be more people who have become enlightened, and the frequency will be a lot higher. So in this frequency, I know I've witnessed like seeing auras and seeing spirits and hearing spirits and things of that nature. And this is where we're currently at, chosen. A lot of us, we know when we have to, sit in our little coven and become more enlightened about things that maybe have not been revealed. So clarify the Star card, Spirit. Why do we have the Star card here? Clarify the Star card. All right, so what I'm seeing here, clarify the Emperor, ancestors, angel, spirit guides. Okay, so we got the Knight of Cups and clarify the Queen of Swords, ancestors, angel, spirit guides. Why do we have the Knight of Cups here? So we got the Knight of Cups. Clarify the Magician card. Okay. So what Spirit is saying is like, because you're in a space of like a higher vibration, you're on a higher frequency, so you're able to manifest a little better. But why is the Star card in reverse, ancestors? Because I feel like some people don't feel as if they're in alignment, and this may be stressing a lot of people out. I'm feeling like there are people who may be afraid to be alone but want to come on the journey. Tell me more about this, ancestors, angel, spirit guides. I feel like there are some people who are feeling stuck at this time and are wanting to embody that God-like energy, that goddess energy. There are people who are stuck in this type of energy, the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Because they feel like it's fine to be, moving in this type of energy where, someone's kind of being a little sneaky and deceitful. These are people who are having to learn hard lessons. These are people who have not completed certain cycles that they are needing to face again. What else, ancestors? All right, so we got the Five of Wands with the Knight of Wands and the Four of Wands. So there is a lot of difficulty, because what I'm seeing here is that there are people who are trying to block others from succeeding, from reaching that high vibration that they want to reach. I'm also seeing that there are people who are actually wanting to grow but are being blocked by other people. So the main thing is that maybe you need to get rid of people that are around you. There are people who are around you who are blocking you from your elevation. You know that you are supposed to evolve, but I feel like there are people around you who are stuck in ego, who have egos, who are not really trying to evolve. That's the issue. Give me some more answers, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. So we got the Tower card. So what I'm seeing here is like there are huge upheavals that are happening with this energy. And even though there are huge changes that are happening where there's going to be a lot of chaos, a lot of difficulty when you're in this stubborn energy, I feel like there are people who are just confined in this type of energy where they don't want to evolve. I feel like there's a cycle that continues, where some people just don't care. Okay, so what I'm getting here is like, if you're wanting to go higher, you're going to have to vibrate a little higher with the Wheel of Fortune. So there are people who are continuously being at this lower vibration. Oh, this looks like the Solomon seal as I look at it. So anyway, what I'm seeing here with the Six of Swords and the Nine of Cups is that there are people who are actually wanting to heal. So we're going to get into what we need to know to embody that that goddess and God-like energy. Let's get some information for the chosen and for anyone who's wanted to higher their vibration. We're going to get some answers from the ancestors, angels, and spirit guides. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, give me some messages in regards to the goddess and God-like energy that people are wanting to embody. What do we need to know about this energy? What is very important? What is important for us to know at this time to stay elevated through a lot of negativity that is happening around us? So just give us some information on how we can become our best selves. All right, so we got the Tower card clarified. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that it's gonna take a lot of determination, because again, there will always be Tower moments that are going to be happening. There will always be changes that are going to be happening in the world. And in order for you to stay more grounded in your life, you're going to have to always know who you are. So with the badass, it says you're a badass being full of life and love, and possibilities. What Spirit is saying is that a lot of people don't feel like that, and so you're going to have to know who you are. Know who you are and whose you are. You know. So what I'm seeing here, clarify this, spirit. Spirit is like, there's a time for you to come into wholeness with yourself. With the Four of Wands, I'm getting more of an energy of the root chakra. Someone being more in their root chakra, grounding their root chakra, trying to find grounding in their root chakra. I'm also seeing with the Three of Pentacles that you could be around people that are going to be assisting you to be on that higher vibration. I'm seeing here that there could be someone who's needing to look at themselves. So if you have not looked in the mirror, you've not, loved on yourself, loved on your body, embrace the inner parts of you that you kind of avoid looking at. Maybe you don't feel secure about certain parts of your body. Spirit is telling you to get in alignment with that. Start loving yourself more. What else, ancestors? All right. So the spirit is also saying to have more compassion for yourself. Honestly, it's really simple to embody the goddess energy. Goddess and God energy is to always stay spiritually enlightened. So with the Judgment card here, this is also talking about evolution. This is talking about evolving. So with the Queen of Cups energy, spirit is saying have more compassion. Also stay prayed up, So clarify this, ancestors, angels, spirit guides. I want to look on this card real quick. Because what's happening is it's a difficult, it's a very difficult situation when you what I'm seeing here is like 911. I don't know why I got 911. Clarify this plus sign here. What is this about, ancestors, angels, spirit guides? So there, what I'm seeing here is like if you're working through becoming your best self, your higher self, what I'm seeing here with the Justice card is that the scales will be balanced. Like fairness is always happening. Justice is here. With that said, you're continuing to stay on your throne and things are working out in your favor. So we got the 10 of Swords in the back. Clarify the 10 of Swords, spirit. Why do we have the 10 of Swords here? So 10 of Swords here is clarified by the Page of Cups. Clarify the Page of Cups. I don't know if this came out in the reversal, child. All right. So what it's saying is like you have to know who you're connected to, what you're connected to, what you're facing. You got to become friends with your demon. If you're wanting to be if you want it to be your godlike self, your higher self, what spirit is saying is like you got to get to know your demon. Name that demon. Don't be afraid of that demon. Become friends with that demon. This is your inner child, and possibly like both of your twins telling you to stay in alignment. Peace, Gemini Oracle 333. What's up, girl? So with the Devil card, this is saying that someone is currently chained to their demons. They're needing to understand what their demons are. They're needing to talk to their demon. A lot of people might think that's weird, but if you're talking to your demon, you're calling whatever demon you have out. So whatever struggles you currently have in your life that you may feel afraid to face is what is very important. This is going to help you to control your demon. So I feel like your inner child possibly knows about the fears that it has, what it needs to face. And so with your inner child, like your inner child is following you. Your inner child is following you. Your inner child is interested in trying to develop, but it can't develop if you're not facing your demons. And this is what the inner child is telling you. Like the inner child is kind of warning you like, yo, you got demons that you need to face. You're not facing these things. And I mean, the thing is, we all have demons, but we all have difficulty facing our demons because not all, some of us have difficulty facing our demons because we're ashamed of them. So what spirit is saying is like, don't be ashamed of your demons. Like you got to call it out. In the Bible, how they say like, what do they say about calling, like anything that has a name has to bow down or something like that. This is what that is. But you got to speak power, and you got to speak power you got to speak out your mouth, because what you say out of your mouth is powerful. So when you're calling out demons that you may have, maybe let's just say you have an alcohol demon. Anything that you have to do constantly is a spirit behind it, has a spirit behind it. So you have to call out whatever that issue is. And what I'm seeing here is like, this is what the child is actually doing. This child is actually like saying, look, it's a problem here. Your inner child is very smart. It's the subconscious mind who actually is what you actually don't have control over. I believe that the subconscious mind is possibly connected to the ego, which is why a lot of people have difficulty controlling their demon. And this is very important. So let's just say you have a ego. You're going to have to recognize your ego. You have to take that's where accountability comes in. And we've been talking about accountability. But, why are ancestors, angel, spirit guides, why are people so afraid to hold themselves accountable? What is the issue with that? Why are people so afraid to hold themselves accountable? What is that about? Because you got to have humility. That's the problem. Okay, so King of Wands to me represents a person who has an ego. This is a person who wants to do everything right. So we got the King of Wands clarified by the Six of Cups. So there could be things that have happened in their childhood. Clarify the Six of Cups. Why is this here? Why is this here? Why is this energy here? Definitely. See, King of Swords energy. So the way someone moves is not even with their heart. Clarify the King of Swords. What is this about? This is someone who thinks they know everything. So there is a particular person who thinks they know everything. And what I'm also seeing here is like, this person's mom probably gave them everything they wanted. Possibly dressed them up real nice. They got everything they wanted as a child. If that's not the case, then maybe this is a person who had the total opposite happen in their life, where their parent possibly wasn't there for them. They had to fend for themselves. Whatever happened is a issue where someone did not hold themselves accountable in the past. Like, what I'm feeling like is like a rebellious energy from the past. Someone set in their ways. Clarify this, ancestors, angel, spirit guides. All right, so we got the King of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. So this is a person who possibly had a good life. Clarify this. Why is this here? Yeah. Okay. So what is the issue with this person having difficulty holding themselves accountable? What is this? Oh, I see. Because the reason why is because someone wants to look or appear like, it's all about an appearance that a person is wanting to keep up. However, deep down inside, there is a person. This person is ashamed. Like, I feel like this person is ashamed of some of the things that have happened in their childhood. Maybe they painted a picture as if everything looked good, but on the inside of the home, maybe this person felt left out in the cold. Maybe there was a lot of deception that was going on in the house, or maybe this person has gotten away with a lot of things that they weren't supposed to be doing. They may have never been held accountable, because what I'm getting is maybe someone was always left home alone. Maybe someone it's many issues of why people don't hold themselves accountable, but I do feel like it has a lot to do with childhood and how a person wants to be perceived on the outside. Like with the King of Wands and the King of Swords, this is a person who thinks they know everything. King of Swords is a person who actually is very assertive. They're aggressive at times. They're always right, supposedly. The King of Wands is a person who's very determined to always be right, always have themselves in check, always want to do over and beyond. This is a person who strives for success. Then we got the King of Pentacles, who's very materialistic, you know, so it always matters when it comes to how they look. Everything has to be in place. Everything has to be right. So I don't see, I mean, even though this person may have had a good life back in the time, you may not have had a good life. You know, I'm seeing some others who may have not gotten exactly what they wanted as a child. You know, maybe they did feel like, yeah, I was in a good home, but I didn't get the love or something like that, or I felt like I wasn't really loved. But either way, what I'm seeing here is like, I don't necessarily see the cups of people. I see more so tangible things. I see more so someone having to maybe do good on their test, or just more so outer energy. You know, it's, I don't see anyone holding themselves accountable. So let's clarify this, ancestors. All right, so we got the Page of Swords energy. So with the Page of Swords, this is a person who's always watched a lot of people do things, or, you know, there were always like maybe violence going on in the house. This could have been their parents always, you know how parents be acting a fool. So a child is always watching what the parents do. Either way, that's neither here nor there. What I'm getting here is like, reasons why people don't hold themselves accountable is because of how they want to perceive themselves. So Spirit, tell me about this. What do we need to know about people who want to perceive themselves as right? What is important about this? Okay, so the Strength card. Clarify the Strength card. What do we have to say about people who always feels that they have to be right? So we got the the Seven of Swords with the Strength card. This is ego energy. Definitely ego energy. So yeah, see, Spirit is saying I'm right. This is a person who feels that they have the answers either way. It's nothing you can tell this person. Even if this person feels that they're wrong, they're still going to go at it. They're still going to continue to be the person that thinks that they know everything, you know? They have to be right. They have to look right. Everything has to be right. But Spirit, what is the lesson with this? What do we need to, what is needing to be learned at this time? So I'm going to get this in the reversal, because that's what it looked like it came in. So with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it's reminding me of a person who doesn't really have self-esteem. This is a person who kind of knows that they don't have self-esteem. This is a person who may feel as if they're lacking a little bit when it comes to, you know, who they are. Clarify this energy, ancestors. This is a person who actually has opportunity to become their higher self. With the Four of Swords energy, this is a person who's thinking about becoming better. But it's like more like what I'm getting is like this person is materialistic in some ways, and they're closed off. You know, there is opportunity for a person to heal, but they're needing to open themselves up because they don't know what direction to go in. They feel like, I feel like someone feels as if it's too late in some ways as well. I also feel like Spirit is asking that you cry. Someone needs to cry, you know? I feel like someone's holding in their cry. That's what I'm getting. So look, in order for you to release your ego, you have to show yourself some humility. This is what Spirit is saying. You're going to have to cry. You're going to have to unblock your heart. Maybe your heart is blocked. You're closed off. Like there's a lot of tension that's within, you know, and you're lying to yourself, acting as if everything is okay, and you know it's not. Spirit wants to break you down, and it's not in a way to where you embarrass yourself, or where it's like, I don't know. What I'm seeing is like Spirit is not wanting you, not trying to do it intentionally to hurt somebody, but Spirit is wanting this person to show humility for themselves. And I feel like the reason why we have people who don't hold themselves accountable is because they keep lying to themselves, acting as if they're keeping it all together. And this is what someone knows that they're doing. You know, this is what someone is. What is this person wanting to do? What are they thinking? They're wanting to heal with this. So Spirit, how do they heal? How do they heal with this? How do they heal with showing themselves accountability? So what Spirit is saying is, okay, so the Chariot card is in the reversal, and the Chariot card is telling me like they're like, it's talking about delays. So you're wanting the world when it comes to how the outer appearance look, you know. I feel like there are a lot of people who are stuck on the outer appearance, and this is causing people to be stuck when it comes to their personal life. They like how it look on the outside, but when it comes to their internal side, I feel like there's problems with that. You know, I feel like this person is blocked off from experiencing actual true love within, you know, and this person is going to have to break down. Like, listen here, if you're in this energy and you feel as if you're blocked off from healing because you don't know how to like hold yourself accountable, Spirit is telling you to cry. Like, you really gotta cry, you know. And I feel like someone's been holding in their cry. Like, you really got to look at yourself in the mirror and cry. You got to show your own self humility. If you're wanting to actually heal, this is what you're going to have to do. So with the Page of Wands here, it's talking about being more grounded. So it's starting from the root chakra. And I think the root chakra is energy of Saturn. And that's difficult energy. Root chakra dealing with Saturn. That's definitely energy of lessons. Okay, so yeah, so the root chakra is the first chakra located at the base of the spine, and it represents stability, grounding, security, and survival. It's connected to your senses of belonging and your physical foundation in the world. So what I hear is like, like maybe you got some people could be Christians, and it's giving you, like, what I feel like is like maybe your spiritual beliefs may be causing some blockages in your healing, because you know when you're a Christian, you have to act like everything is okay. I feel like some Christians, they don't want to admit that they don't have it all together, and it doesn't, you know, it can be anything, you know what I'm saying? It could even be the way you were brought up, however it looks. But what I'm seeing here is like someone was so busy manifesting money that they forgot about themselves. So what Spirit is telling you to do is to start working on your root chakra. So it says Saturn, on the other hand, is the planet of structure, discipline, responsibility, and long-term effort. So this is a person who's needing to have more effort when it comes to their healing. It's causing them to learn lessons. But the thing is, you can't hold yourself accountable if you're repeating the same lessons over and over again and you're not getting it. So I feel like there's someone who feels as if they may have everything, but they're stuck. They're stuck when it comes to their inner self. So with the Queen of Pentacles, this is a person who may not have high self-esteem. Queen of Pentacles reverse, it's, yeah, you're neglecting self-care. Yeah, you're overwhelmed, you're burnt out. So this could be a person who works a lot, who may be so worried about their financial situation and the material gain or whatever, that they forget to have an emotional connection with themselves. And this is what Spirit is asking that this person works on. Like, this is very important in order for you to heal. Like, I feel like there are people who are blocked off from this. Okay, so as much as I could talk about it, I feel like you're going to have to break your Spirit. Tell me how this person can come out of this energy. What do this person need to do to come out of this energy? So we got the Four of Wands. Definitely grounding is going to have to happen. So how do they start grounding, Spirit? What do they need to start grounding? Aw, look at that. You got to heal. You got to heal your broken heart. You got to heal your broken heart. So maybe you may feel like a lot of betrayal has happened in your life. And you may feel like you can't come out of this hurt that you've gotten you've like someone hurt you. I feel like there's a lot of pain that you're feeling because of a lot of the betrayal that you've had in your life. There could be three major incidents that have happened in your life that is causing you to feel disappointed in how everything is going in your life. Clarify this energy. So with the Queen of Cups in reverse, is also telling me that, yeah, you're emotional at this time. Yeah, Spirit is wanting you to have emotions for the pain that you've had. Spirit is saying to stand up for your emotions and to reach within for your emotions to heal. Grab your emotions and look at your emotions. You know, with the Queen of Cups is a person who's very sensitive. This is a person who needs love, you know. But remember, the love is from within. You got to have love from within. This is where you need to be. So look, with the Queen of Wine, the Queen of Cups in reverse is clarified by the Five of Wands. So this is a person who's in fight and flight energy. Like you put too much energy into. Why is the Five of Wands here, ancestors, angel, spirit guides? Because you have to change your ways. Maybe your hurt comes from being emotionally manipulative towards people. You want to protect yourself, but you end up hurting yourself, causing being emotionally manipulative. Maybe it's the things that you said to other people. And when you think about what you've done, it hurts you. So you're hurt from from experiencing difficulty in how you speak to other people. You know, you're hurt from you're hurt from how you've spoken. You're hurt because of how you've done things, or how, you know, what I'm getting is like emotionally manipulative. Give me some information. Yeah, because you think. So what it is that someone is too involved or focused in how they want their money to look. Spirit is asking that you search within to find more of an emotional fulfillment and feel and free yourself from this, because you're neglecting self. You're neglecting yourself from becoming your higher self. And in order for you to do this, you're going to have to end this cycle of having these emotions in your life. So with the King of Cups energy, what I'm also seeing here is that this person has a huge ego. Clarify the King of Cups, ancestors, angels, spirit guides. So there's a lot of people who are needing to heal when it comes to their emotions, when it comes to their energy. You know, with this here, it's like a lot of tension that they have. What I'm getting is like, especially in the heart chakra. So what I see is like someone who lashes out really badly. They don't really know how to ground themselves. Their emotions are all over the place. They feel like they're not getting enough in their life when it comes to love. They feel like things are unfair in their life, and that they just feel like things are not working out in their life, and needing to heal on that basis as well. Why do we have the Empress here, ancestors? Okay, so Spirit is talking about go towards the goddess energy. So what I'm seeing here is that in order for you to become your higher self, you're gonna, again, like, accountability is where it's at. Holding yourself accountable for the things that you do. Peace, sister. How are you, babe? In order for you to reach your highest self, you're going to have to learn that you have everything you need in order to be balanced in your life. So with the Empress, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, this is a person who thinks very logically. This is a person who knows thyself. This is a person who, with the Page of Pentacles energy, this is a person who thinks very practical when it comes to how they want their inner world to look. So this is a person more worried about their inner world than their outer world. This is going to gain you the self-respect for you. Like, I'm getting more respect for you, needing to know, like, someone is needing to know that you already embody the godlike energy, the empress or the emperor energy. You're already whole within, is what spirit is reminding a lot of people. So like, maybe there are people who feel like they got to do so much in order to have a facade or look like something, you know, when deep down they're empty. And it's because they've not held themselves accountable for things that they've said. They've not healed from past traumas that they've had. And so what spirit is saying is that, like, maybe you feel like you're not in a space where you can actually have healing for yourself. Maybe you feel that it's too late for you. And even though there is a great split that is happening, a great split, a great separation that is happening, what spirit is saying is that it's your choice to be able to heighten your vibration. So it's because there are a lot of people who are in a very low vibration due to not holding themselves accountable. So what is it? Give me spirit. Tell me what these people need to do. Like, what's the main energy, or like what's very important for these people to know? So what I'm seeing here with the 9 of Swords energy, you're going to have to break down. Spirit is breaking you down to heal. So what I'm seeing with the Tower card, you have a choice. So if you're wanting to heighten your vibration, chosen, and not chosen, just everybody, anyone who's wanting to heighten their energy, okay, anyone who's wanting to become their higher self, you have a choice. There are a lot of people who are choosing to be in low vibrational energy, but spirit is saying you have a choice. With the choice that you have is currently, you may be feeling real destroyed right now. If someone's feeling like they going through a whole lot, and it's messing up their mental space, where this person is not able to really think clearly on their life. They know that they have to make some choices in their life when it comes to their inner self. Listen here, stop worrying about the outer self. Right now, it's so important to look within, and this is how you do it. This is the breakdown of your ego. This is the breakdown of your ego. I just heard, what kind of God are you? What kind of God are you? What kind of goddess are you, okay? You're going to have to choose that. Are you the goddess of chaos and destruction? And the thing is, like, as gods and goddesses, we do have, like, I definitely have the energy of destruction, chaos and destruction. If I need to use that energy, I know how to grab that energy. I know how to embody the energy of chaos and destruction. But I also know how to keep that in alignment. It only comes out when need be. However, there are some people who don't have that type of grounding when it comes to that. Like, they're always in fight and flight energy. This is a person who always has to watch their back. This is a person who watches their back more than the people that they're watching their back more than the people that are actually doing things. And it's because you don't trust yourself because of how much you've done to other people. And it's like, this person knows that they be wrong with what they're doing, but they're choosing to go I just heard the sour route. So with that said, like with the 9 of Swords energy, this is someone who's literally having, like, it don't even matter if you're choosing to be in a very negative state. What spirit is doing, there are people who are like this. Like, you're going to have to be broken down anyway, because in order for you to be able to be a part of that high vibration, you have to be broken down in order to be on the side of the chosen. You know, that's what's happening. Like, in order for you to be able to survive in the great like on the other side of the great separation, on the new earth, you're going to have to be in a very vulnerable situation, and that's with your mental space. This is where a lot of people are. So they're choosing to be around a lot of people, but the people that you're around are not even healed. These people are very low vibrational. So it's not helping you. So you have to get away from these people, or you're going to be, it's not gonna be like, a lot of people are not gonna be living. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't get it right, look at this chaos that's happening. You see people jumping out the buildings and stuff. These are people who are in this type of mindset right here. You could be thinking very, very negatively and want to just hurt yourself because of that. Spirit is telling you that, because the thing is, it's not about someone saving you, it's about you saving yourself. So with them being in this energy, Spirit, how do they save themselves? What do they do? I mean, we already talked about grounding. There is opportunity here. Like, a lot of people say, oh, it's too late. It's too late. You choosing for it to be too late. You have to separate yourself. That's what Spirit is wanting you to do. There's opportunity. So with the Moon card here, this is fear of choosing the right path, you know? And I mean, I do both, the left hand and the right path. But when it comes to people who are in this very low vibration, it's really like a very, very low vibration that you're stuck in. And like, Spirit is like, you have to show yourself humility. You're going to have to take accountability. So this is a time for someone to take humility. I mean, take accountability and be in humility at this time. So what I'm getting is like a pop bottle being shaken up. This is what's happening, where someone is having to reflect, not deflect, but reflect, because a lot of people are always caught in deflection. You know, they're wanting to say, well, I did this because. No, you can't do that anymore. In order for you to rise into that goddess energy, you're going to have to reflect and hold yourself accountable. Yeah, this is the lesson here. So we got the Hierophant here. And so what is this like? What this is someone actually learning lessons, learning who they are, being, and it's not to like say, oh, you should be ashamed of yourself. But what it's saying is like, you're winning when you hold yourself accountable. You're winning when you feel bad for the things that you've done. So this cycle can end. Like, you literally got to choose what you want, because there's always options. There's always choices for you to stay in negativity. When you are arising, you know, we all are gods. We all are gods. Now, gods and goddesses. But, you know, you're going to have to make the choice of what kind of God you want to be. Because there's balance in that. You know, when you're always in chaos and drama, and, you know, you hating on somebody, and you trying to, you know, have hidden agendas for other people, it's only messing up your life. So Spirit is telling you that you're going to, so what I just heard is like stepping on other people's head for you to get ahead. And this is where Spirit is not wanting you to be. You're going to have to have better energy, where you balance out the energy, where you're going to have to like be more grounded when it comes to your water, when it comes to the earth. Definitely a lot of balance here that's going to be happening. You have to see the good in everything. You have to start being more grateful when it comes to your life. You're going to have to start noticing red flags, or the heat that you have within your heart when it starts to raise and your temperature starts to boil and you get angry. You have to start paying attention to your emotions, because I feel like there are a lot of people who just do like outbursts. I mean, I also can do a lot of outbursts. I also can say things that I had no business saying. But one thing about me is I am always quick to hold myself accountable and say, you know what? I was wrong. So with that said, with the Knight of Wands here, what it's talking about is like, this is a process. You know, this is nothing that happens overnight. You know, you don't have to enjoy the ride, and you have to be very determined when doing this. Okay, this is saying that you have to be brave on this journey, and you're gonna have to be more consistent. I'm also seeing here, so with the Ten of Swords, this is saying to end the cycle of confusion or being conflicted on your journey. Open yourself up. Open yourself. How do you open yourself up? By paying more attention to the things that you never looked at. So you're going to have to What are they gonna have to do? Mm-hmm. What you've been holding on to, like spirit is wanting to sit you down, like literally sit you down and give you, oh shoot, my bad guys. Spirit is going to sit you down. I feel bad. Okay, there we go. So spirit is going to sit you down, and you're going to have to let go of everything that you've been holding on. Like all the anger you've been holding on to. Spirit is like, you're going to have to sit down. You're going to have to you're going to have to sit down and reflect on things that you've done. This is like a sacrifice for your higher self. Your higher self is ready to evolve. Your higher self is ready to let go of a lot of the trauma, but your higher self can't move without you. So you're gonna have to be on an adventure to move forward, you know? So with that said, like you're gonna literally have to focus on the problems. So with this, the Page of Wands energy here is you basically looking at everything in your life that you don't like. So someone could yeah, you're gonna have to understand some things. You're gonna be going through you're gonna understand why you're the way you are. You're gonna have to understand why you are the way you are. Like I feel like someone's looking at themselves like, I can't believe I did that. You know? I've done that before though. You're gonna realize that, man, like I'm actually not that perfect, you know? You're going to be working with yourself, like your higher self, your spirit guides. Like, guys, it's so important to start calling in your spiritual team. We all have one, but they only answer to you if you wake them up. You know, I mean, they're woke. They're following you. They're like, okay, what you want us to do today? If you don't say nothing to them, they just gonna be standing there like, I guess she gonna be being mean today, or he gonna be acting a fool today, or having, you know, drinking and smoking. Like your ancestors need to evolve too. In order for your ancestors to evolve, you're gonna have to evolve. You have to start from the ground up. This is all about with the root chakra. You healing your root chakra. So give me some more answers, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. So we got the 5 of Swords. You're gonna have to release this energy. 5 of Swords is a feeling of feeling defeated. You know, what I'm getting here is like this person is needing to surrender. Like maybe you hate to feel wrong. You're gonna have to get out of the energy of hating to feel wrong. Everyone isn't right. Like you're gonna have to realize like you're not right, and you're gonna have to be okay with that. You're gonna have to stop feeling as if you are at war with yourself. You have to understand your behavior and understand the deception that you cause. Like this is a lack of communication. This is aggression that you may be having. This is a bullying type of energy that you have. This is a spirit of intimidation that you have. And this is a violent energy. You know, this is someone who is lacking in learning in the basic network skills, or just the basic emotion. Like someone doesn't have emotional fairness is what I'm getting. Like you have to learn how to be emotionally fair to yourself. You have to end this cycle of being at war with everybody, or feeling as if you're right. You know, spirit is like, take a deeper look. Does it mean anything to be right all the time? What does it hurt to just say, you know what, I was wrong. You know, this is what Spirit is wanting you to do. Spirit is wanting to kill the ego. So you got it. Someone has an ego, and Spirit is like, you're going to have to kill your ego and show yourself humility. So with what I'm seeing, like, if you see these people here, these are people who are currently showing humility. These are people who've possibly done things that were wrong. So what does the is that the Grand Reaper? What do you call that? I think it's the yeah. So the Grim Reaper. This is the spirit. This is the personification. I hope personification of death, often depicted as a cloaked figure with a skull face carrying scythe. The figure symbolizes the end of life. In many cultures, the Reaper is seen as the one who guides souls to the afterlife. But we're not talking about that. What we're talking about, don't be afraid now. Listen, if you scared, go to church, because this is real, okay? So with that said, this is the ego. This is killing the ego. Someone's having to go through an ego death. If you do not kill your ego, you're going to have difficulty lasting in this life. You're going to have difficulty living in the new earth. So this is a person that's needing to experience the ego death. This is the energy that your higher self wants you to be in. This is this energy that you hate to be in because you thought you were right. Someone went on too long thinking that it was all about the outer appearance and the materialistic world. And Spirit is like, no, no, no. No, no, no. That's not it. Because it only developed this here, the ego, you know, and this is the ego. This is causing you to be at war with others and yourself, aggressive, intimidating when it comes to, you know, how you do things. Spirit is like, this has to come to an end. This can no longer be a problem for you to always feel that you're right all the time, to always be in that surrender type of energy. Like, I mean, not surrender, but resistance. Like you're afraid to let it go. Like Spirit is like, you have to show yourself humility in order to last on this earth. And this is the lesson. This is the word. You know, the word, the Hierophant is represent knowledge, is representing education here. Okay, so this is a person who's needing a spiritual guidance. So maybe you need to speak to like a spiritual teacher, someone who can give you, you know, someone who can give you advice on how to be more disciplined. Okay, so now we're moving into discipline, and that is what this is about. Like, a lot of us need to learn how to have spiritual discipline, just being more in alignment with self and killing the ego, so that we can be able to last in the new earth. Because a lot of people are not going to be able to last on this earth if you do not carry these basic principles. Like, all of this is really basic, but we've been taught wrong, you know, and Spirit is just like, listen, it's time to face yourself. It's time to tell yourself the truth. We are in age of Aquarius at this time, and this is the year of the truth, where justice, fairness, balance is being served at this time in the new earth, and the planet alignments and the planets are aligning. So with that said, I took some notes from the goddesses, and it says, we are intentionally being placed at the 3D realm because the evil beings have been controlling humanity, and because they've been controlling humanity, it's been causing people to feel that it's okay for people to be in their egos. And that's not what Spirit wants from us. Spirit is like, you got to learn that whatever you've been doing is not right. Spirit is wanting you to unlearn a lot of the things that have been taught, because these things have been taught by evil beings who control humanity. Because the thing is, once the vibration kicks up, which is happening now, because we're currently, uh, the planets are currently aligning. What's happening is that the vibration is becoming more higher. So with that said, people who want to control us, meaning the powers that were, because we're currently in 5D energy, it's going to be difficult for the people, the powers that were, to live on the earth where the vibration and the frequency is higher than what it usually is. Okay, so, peace, cousin. I say to you, peace, everybody. I'm God, just vibing, period. I feel that. Me too. You gotta claim it too, guys. You gotta claim it. You gotta know who you are. You gotta believe in who you are. Not even believe, because we're not even in the age of belief. That was Pisces. We're in age of Aquarius. You have to know, okay? So with that said, with humanity, where we're at now, as we're raising the frequency of the universe. So there are a lot of people who are currently beginning their spiritual practices. They are currently looking within, and they're breaking down the ego, and they're having to hold themselves accountable. These are the basic principles. You're having to unlearn a lot of the traditional things that you have been taught, because a lot of that stuff was a lie, and you're having to relearn some. You're gonna have to unlearn some things and learn what is the truth. Okay, so it says authenticity. So when we talk about authenticity, it's me here with this thing on my head, and me wearing this, and me, practicing my spiritual beliefs, me doing my tarot readings, and keeping it as real as possible. When I'm cussing on here and telling people off, that's my authentic self. Now I know I can, be a little nicer and be more in alignment with my higher self. But I'm not afraid to show grace to myself and say, you know what, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. That was wrong. Whatever. With that said, like, Spirit is telling you that in order for you to survive in the 5D, in order for you to survive on the 5D, the 5D dimension, you're gonna have to learn how to be authentic. You can't be fake in this world. And fake meaning it don't even matter about how much money you have anymore. Like, Spirit don't care. It's not about money. It's not about none of that crazy stuff. We've been taught wrong. So if you feel like, oh, like my money, like, yeah, like we got to have it to pay our bills at this time, but you make sure that you're working on your inner self, because that's the only way you're going to get by in this world. Okay. And I know it's a struggle for a lot of people, but you're not going to be able to survive in the higher frequency if you don't get your act together. And I know this is stressful, emotionally stressful for some people. But even when someone feels like it's emotionally stressful, that's a part of accountability. Because even though, like, you're knowing, like, someone's realizing, yeah, I got work to do. This is what someone's analyzing at this time. This is what someone's walking in. Like, someone's knowing that they have to come into this King of Cups energy. There's a woman who's currently feeling like they have to come in this. Clarify the Queen of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups with the Six of Wands energy. So this is a person who is definitely becoming more emotional within. And that's good. That's where you need to be. Queen of Cups, clarify that. Yeah, someone's making a choice to step out. So listen here, guys. If you know what you've been practicing, if you know what you've been studying when it comes to your religious beliefs are wrong, do not trick yourself out of becoming your higher self. Because with the religious practices, if you're like in the church, and no offense, guys, but I have to tell you this because I can't lie. If you are in the church and you're, that's going to keep you stuck. Okay, it's just going to keep you stuck, and you're not going to be growing. So you're going to have to learn how to balance your religious practices. I know it's difficult because a lot of things that we've been taught we've been lied to about, and Spirit is like, get it together. No one's coming here to save you. You're going to have to save yourself. Okay, this is your opportunity here. So I do feel like there are some people who are trying to balance their negative energy. There are people who are coming more into their emotions, and they're knowing that they have to make some choices, and this is only going to help you. Now I do also feel with the Knight of Wands, clarify the Knight of Wands, someone's scared. Someone's scared of this. Someone's scared. So we got the Fool card. Clarify the Fool card. You can't just jump in it thinking that you're going to get it right. Like what I got is like a child trying to walk and they never walked before. Okay? So someone's still stuck. Some people are just going to have to be in the 3D dimension. They're not going to make it. So there are people who are not going to make it, and it's because they feel like they have to lie to themselves to say, I don't care. Like someone's actually saying, I don't care. Someone's choosing to stay in the low vibration. But you know what? The thing is, it's because in their childhood, someone got to do whatever they wanted. This was a person who got to do everything that they wanted as a child. So they're stuck in this. So what I'm getting is an energy of a parent who spoiled their child, never held their child accountable at all. They got away with murder. You know, this kid, they got away with everything they could get away with. What's up, Mr. Make It Happen? They got away with everything when it came to their childhood. And the issue with that is when they older now, they don't even know how to get a job. They think that they have like let's just say you 40 years old and you're asking your mom, can they pay your rent? Like this is that type of person. This is that person who feels like, what do they feel? What is this? Clarify this energy, spirit. Yeah, this is a person who pretty much had it made when they was a child. They were given everything as a child. Like, no, the parent never said no. But this is something that the parent is possibly worrying about. Clarify this energy, spirit. I don't know if this came out in the upright and reverse. So if it came out in the upright, this is saying that this person is going to have to be more determined to make it through this journey. They can't be in this energy acting as if they got it. So there's someone who's going to be acting. You can't fake like where we're at now in this energy is like people are able to call out your demons. You know what I'm saying? Like you can never lie to nobody. No, like I mean you can, but you're not going to get away with it for too long. You're not going to be able to get away with the negative energy. There are people who are going to be calling you out on it. And what happens when they call it out? What happens when this person gets called out? We got this person gonna continue on with it. They think it's funny. So there are some people who like choosing to be negative, and that's okay. But you're not gonna survive in the 5D world, you know? So there's somebody, what I'm getting is they want everybody to be in their element. Wanting everybody that they're connected to be negative like them. Like they're choosing a negative route because I want to know why they're choosing a negative route, ancestors, angels, spirit guides. Why is this person choosing a negative route? Look at that. Let's clarify this. Ancestors, angels, spirit guides. Why is this person choosing a negative route? Someone hates to hear the truth. Someone's having difficulty with this. Why did they choose to go the negative route? Hold on. Why are they choosing to go the negative route? Why is this person choosing to go the negative route? Why is this person choosing to go the negative route? 3 of Pentacles. Why is this person choosing to go the negative route? Because this person feels as if there's nothing wrong with them. Clarify this. But clarify the woman in the picture. Clarify this. Why did this person refuse to go? Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Why did this person choose to go the negative route? Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Spirit, clarify the Four of Pentacles. Because the reason why they're choosing to go the negative route is because they don't think nothing is wrong with them, is what I'm seeing here. This person, clarify the Two of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Because there's some things that they're holding on to. What are they holding on to? What is this? Okay, we got the Justice card. We got the Ten of Swords. I'm not understanding. Okay, so I get the Justice card with the Ten of Swords. Why does this person feel? Because they feel like it's a lot of work when it comes to trying to get out of this energy. I feel like they think everything is okay too. Because I know, like with the Ten of Wands, it represents a burden. Ten of Swords represents, like, maybe someone feels there's nothing wrong with them. That's what I'm getting. So with the the Four of Pentacles here, they know they have to do work on themselves. They feel like they've done enough. But they've stopped at a level, they've stopped at a certain level where maybe someone feels as if they know it all or something. Someone stopped at a level. Okay. I think I understand. Okay. So what happened is, like, this person feels, okay, it's not that they know it all, because I don't necessarily get Swords energy with that. What I'm getting more so is, like, this is a person who's done work on themselves, or feels as if their friendships is, like, nothing wrong with their friendships. Someone's feeling like everything is okay, but they're not recognizing that things are actually not okay. With the Temperance card in the reversal, the Temperance card is just basically saying, like, you still got work to do. There's always levels to this. This is a energy where you're still having to evolve. You're still having to make effort to continue to move on. So that, you know, this person is having opportunity to do this, but will they do it? Yeah, I feel like this person will do it. You know, they'll eventually do it. So I feel like they don't want to be caught into negativity. Like, they're wanting. So, okay, actually a person is wanting. So they're wanting to heal. There's some things that they're needing to let go of that they've not let go of in the past. This could also be with friendships as well. So maybe this person needs to walk away from a friendship. They're holding on to something that doesn't serve them anymore. And this is something that this person may need to heal from. I feel like this person wants to fight for something. Like, maybe they're wanting to fight for a friendship, and they're becoming imbalanced when it comes to that. So with the Three of Pentacles here, this is someone who's looking, who's tried to do work on themselves. But when they try to do work on themselves, there's still like something, they're like some things that they've not revealed about themselves. Like, what I'm seeing, like, is a person that's like, I got it together. Like, they're acting as if they got it together, but deep down they know it's something. Like, someone knows that there is something that they're hiding when it comes to themselves that they've not revealed, that they're not revealing. Like, they need to become more authentic in the things that they made mistakes in. I feel like this person thinks like they may be good, like it's nothing too much wrong with them. I don't know, I just get someone feeling like ain't nothing wrong with me, like I did that. Like Spirit is like, look deeper, because there's some more healing that you have to do. It's always levels to healing. Because another thing is like, maybe the friend, clarify this Three of Cups. What is the Three of Cups for? Okay, we got the Queen of Wands. Clarify the Three of Cups, ancestors, angel, spirit guys. Why do we have the Three of Cups here? Why do we have the Three of Cups here? Clarify the Three of Cups, please. Three of Cups. There's tension in a relationship. Clarify these friends. What are these friends? What's the energy of the friends in this friends group? What is the energy of the friends? Something that needs to end. You need to let go of. There are people you're needing to let go of. Clarify this. It's toxic. You got friends that are toxic around. So you're trying to balance out your circle, but you know good and well the people that you have around you are not good. So there's someone who feels like, oh, these are my real friends. Like, there are people you're needing to release. So this is, there's like, what I'm seeing here, like there could be friends that ain't really friends. Like y'all acting like y'all friends, that, you know, you might, they're like men friends or something like that. Or they're women friends or whatever friends. The friends you got, they're not, Spirit is telling you to end that. Those are people you need to end cycles with. So we're going to get to the discipline, okay? So we got the Ace of Cups. Clarify this. Ace of Cups with the Seven of Swords. Also, Spirit is saying you got to be careful what you're taking on. So there could be people taking on, like, this is looking like an agenda. Clarify this, ancestors, angels, spirit guides. So someone in your clique is not your friend. Someone in your clique is very slick and they lie a whole lot. Like this is a person you're act like, this is a person that you think you're cool with. This person is not your friend. This is not a good friend. You're needing to release this person. But I see you're okay. Like you're gonna continue with this person. What else, ancestors? Clarify this. Yeah, with the High Priest, someone knows that this person isn't their friend. Someone knows this person is lying, but the thing is, you're trying to heal with somebody. You're trying to, like, someone's trying to heal with people around them or a person that be lying. Like, this is a person who, this is not a good person. I'm not liking this person. But, I mean, that's not my prerogative. You know, I see with the Six of Cups, this could be... Why is the Six of Cups in reverse? Six of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles and this is someone you refuse to let go of. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles, ancestors, angels, spirit guides. Why is this here? So you have a nurturing friend. Clarify this. The friend you have around you. You got jealous friends around you. Like, your whole squad is jealous. Like, someone's friend, like, their friendship circle is jealous. I feel it's like... Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, it's definitely imbalanced. So your circle you have around you, you know, you're going to be stuck if you don't let go of these people. So we're going to get to discipline in a minute, but someone's going to be stuck in the lower vibration, like the 3D. Like, I'm really not trying, like, guys, if y'all really think that I'm just, like, being petty with what I'm saying, no. I'm just trying to tell y'all, like, you got to get, like, there's levels to this, you know? The journey, you're going to have to know how to release people. So now we're going to get into, like, you got to hold your friendship circles accountable. You know, the Spirit is trying to tear it all up. they trying to break it down, baby, when it comes to these fake friendships and all of that. Like, Spirit is just like, okay, so we got this. Spirit is wanting you to have valuable relationships, with that move. You know what I'm saying? That, okay, so this is, let's see, strengthening your inheritance. What is this about? So we got the, strength. So Spirit is wanting you to work on yourself, make effort to work on yourself so you can get your inheritance. Spirit is wanting you to learn certain lessons and close out cycles so that you can get to your inheritance. But if you don't release what you need to release and move on so that you can become your higher self, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck. Spirit is saying, take notes. We're in the year of age of Aquarius. This is the year of the no. Someone could be turning Muslim. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. All right. What else? Ancestor. So we're going to get to discipline now. Yeah, because Spirit is wanting you to be your higher self. Actually the star seed that you claim to be. This is where you're going to become your highest self. This is where you're going to be in alignment with self, okay? This is that God energy that Spirit is wanting you to be in. A very confident being where, the Ankh represents life. I feel like a lot of people are not really living. They're like living to die. And Spirit is like, no, you have to live. You got to live to live. Like, you got to wake up to live, not wake up to die. You know what I'm saying? So Spirit is wanting you to have a fullness in your life. Okay? So, Anku Jasinet, we got the Ankh. The Ankh represents Anku Jasinet, so it represents life. It represents the womb. It represents the woman. Life, immortality, and the cycle of life and death, But the thing is, there are a lot of people who are actually dead on this earth. Even though we walk around as if we're alive, there are a lot of people who are actually dead, and Spirit is wanting to wake you up. Spirit is wanting to breathe life into you. Spirit is wanting to breathe life into your relationships. But in order for you to have the best life, you're going to have to know how to walk away from things that don't serve you. This is going to get you in your goddess energy. And so with the Emperor here, it represents someone who's very grounded. The Emperor is the Emperor Saturn energy. I think it is. I could be wrong though. It represents fire, right? Yeah. The Emperor definitely talks about fire. So this is also about grounding. So it's talking about structure, discipline, authority, responsibility, and long-term goals. Your long-term goals are always to continue to be your best self. There's always levels to healing. So you may feel like you're good in your circles at this time, but no, there are some people who are being held back on their spiritual journey because they've not let go of people in their life. And there is a particular person that's in their circle that's running things. Like, they're literally running, like, in charge of the whole clique, child. This is a person who has like a huge ego and needs to go through an ego death too. I feel like that person is going to have more difficulty. And also the person who's jealous a little, y'all know I like to, I'll say a little bit, but when the Queen of Wands is in the reversal, I get scared of that energy. I don't like that. I don't like seeing the Queen of Wands. I don't even like Queen of Wands, but I'll take it in the upright. But when it's in reversal, that's scary. You have a friend that someone has a friend that is literally jealous of them. This is a person that will cause a lot of issues in your life if you don't learn how to release this person and move on with your life, okay? Spirit is wanting you to be more disciplined. So now we're talking about discipline, and then we're getting in that goddess energy, that goddess God energy. So with the Emperor, again, it's representing the root chakra. where you're going to have to be your own leader. You know, there's a lot of people that don't understand what leadership is, because we think that we've been allowing other people to control us for so long that we're forgetting that we are the ones who are actually in control of our lives. So we allow other people to guide us and teach us and show us the way, when really you should be teaching yourself. I mean, it's okay to get guidance from people, but you always have to be in control of your life. You always have to be in the know when it comes to who you are and whose you are. So when we're talking about that, we're talking about the Most High God. You know, who is your God? What kind of God are you? You're having to look within. You're having to be more in alignment with your higher self, okay? And this means true discipline, okay? So when we talk about the Ankh, it does represent life. Let me get the principles. So the principles is pretty much allowing you to have, so it's talking about life and immortality. So the most central meaning of the Ankh is life itself, both physical and spiritual. Because the thing is, we don't die. We don't die. You know, the flesh dies, but our spirit still lives. So let's just say you are still low vibrational. When you leave this earth, your spirit still lives. Your spirit is still cloaked in a negative energy. So why won't you do the work on earth while you're here? Because that spirit never dies. You're still gonna be living on in the other realm. I don't know what realm you'll go to with that low vibrational energy, but it ain't gonna be good, because there's always lessons to learn. So with that said, it says it symbolizes not just the breath of life, but also the eternal life. And we have eternal life, guys. Regardless, believe it or not, you don't just die. You know what I'm saying? So this is a symbol of to transcend. So it's a symbol that transcends death, offering a connection to the afterlife and the divine protection. So it's all about protection. Do you feel that you're protection? I mean, that you're protected? You know, so this is you having to understand where you are in your spiritual practices. It is very essential at this time to be in alignment so that you can be in the great separation and on the side of evolvement, on the side of you know, that positive realm where it's a higher frequency. You know, this is where spirit is wanting you. So with that said, like, there are some things that you're going to have to tweak about yourself so that you can be on a higher level of vibration. So when we talk about balance and opposites, so it's talking about the Ankh shape is thought to represent a harmonious balance between opposites. The vertical line can be seen as representing the physical world, the earth, the body, while the horizontal lines connects to the divine or spiritual realms. Like this was the actual cross. Like they switched it, y'all, and it represents the womb. So it's the loop at the top, and it symbolizes unity and wholeness, a meeting point of both. This balance reflects this clinical, no, silico nature of life and the inner connectedness of all things. So what it's saying is like, it's full cycle, you know what I'm saying? So whatever you do, I mean, it's just full cycle. This is your life. You know, what are you doing in your life? What are you doing in your universe? It's time to evolve, guys. So we got creation and fertility. So yeah, like I said, it represents the womb. So it talks about fertility, creation, and you know, you create from the womb. So and if you don't have a womb, guys, you still create, you know. The Ankh is still about creating, you know, it's about manifestation, and generative forces of life. This is because the symbol is often seen in the hands of gods and goddesses, okay? So look, this is a god. This represents a god. You know, this is the person who actually learned all their lessons. Now, isn't it very sexy to meet a man who's actually grounded? I feel like a lot of men lack this, you know, and it's very rare to find a man who's actually in their emperor energy, who actually controls their emotions and takes charge of their life. This is a person who doesn't have to be led by other people. You know, this is a man that's not weak at all. This is the energy that spirit is wanting to align a lot of the men in. So I went out yesterday and the day before, and my senses are very, very strong now. Like, I can smell everything. You know, I could see some things that I don't want to see. And so I was out and I seen people who had sexual I seen people who had what you call it, spirit don't want me to say it, obviously, because it just went away. I just seen horror. I went out to a bar because I just want to get out. I want to have fun because I'm always in the house, and it's okay to do that. You just have to be in alignment. I mean, everyone goes out every once in a while. Look, I ain't explaining that, but I just seen people who have like sexual addictions. I seen men who were just, you know, I was just so like sad for the men, you know, the way they were. And then I seen a lot of people with egos and stuff like that, like people who are in their ego. It was just, you know, when you're spiritual, you can cut through the truth, and you feel bad for people when you see people in a very low vibration. It like, I don't know. I don't want to be mean or anything like that, but I just seen people who were not in alignment with self, and like spirit is just like showing the chosen like where we were at one point. You know, what I'm seeing here is like spirit is asking that we evolve on a much positive and higher level in our lives. There are a lot of people who just are stuck in that nature, and spirit is asking that we all become better within, you know. So with that said, there's a lot of grounding that people have to do in order to be their higher self, their best self. So yeah, so it's talking about this goddess energy. This is where God is wanting you. God is wanting you to know that you are a god. God is wanting you to know that you are a goddess. But you have to know that too. You cannot have other people remind you of who you are, because you can, like, I'll be like, dude, like, you're a god. Like, that's just like, let's just say Prince, let's just talk about Prince, what's the prince's, I don't know, but let's just say let's just say you were brothers, you had a brother and a sister that was a queen or a prince or something like that, and they were out acting a fool, like they were just doing everything in a book, guys, and they had no self-control. And you'll be like, yo, like, you the prince, like, you a queen, like, why are you acting like this? And literally they are the prince or they are the queen, but, and they actually know this, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people have to be reminded of who they are. Like, we forget who we are because we're so caught in our carnal nature, and spirit is wanting you to release that energy where you're not feeling wholesome. You know, you're not feeling wholesome. Some people feel like it's too late for them. Some people feel like they don't embody the energy of a goddess or a god, and your ancestors are saying you do. Your ancestors are saying get with the program, you know. So there are people who are currently having difficulty understanding who they are, and your spiritual team is like, listen, you got to get it together. You got to know thyself. You got to understand who you are. So now we have, hold on guys, one moment. So let's see. So let's clarify this, and we're going to put these in the up right now. So we're going to get into discipline energy. So now that we know, like with this Ankh that stood out to me, it represents the fertility. It represents the goddess. And it's also talking about the goddess of love and motherhood, and Oris, goddess of afterlife and resurrection. So this is you needing to be resurrected, you needing to understand that you are definitely that god and that goddess energy. Spirit is healing this person to know who they are. Okay, so the Ankh is seen as a symbol of the divine blessing and the continuation of life. So we're in this cycle, guys, you know, in this cycle of greatness and positivity, and continuing to work on ourselves to become more disciplined in our spiritual walk. You know, and this is where a lot of people need to be. And I do see that there are people who are going to make some fast actions to become their higher self, to become their best self. It's talking about discipline and staying secure in self, knowing thyself, okay? And being excited about the journey that you're on. You got choices, okay? You got choices. These are things that you need to heal from to become your higher self, so you can end that cycle and become in the 5D era, the 5D dimension. I hope I'm saying that right. Y'all know I'll be getting my words mixed up. So it says we are intentionally being placed at the no, that's not what I want to read. I guess I can read that. So now I'm gonna read this here. So because the frequency will be so high, it is definitely time for you to figure out who you are authentically, okay? So this is your power. This is where you need to be. Noticing where it all comes from, where it all starts. Yeah, we do have this devil energy here, but you know, it's going to continue, but you're going to have to learn how to balance that, because it's going to follow you until you are able to balance it. It's just like someone who just started their just got their kundalini awakening. I always say that word wrong, but when you get your kundalini awakening, you literally have to be balanced in that energy, because it could be rough for a lot of people, you know. And so what I see here is like, this is rough. This is a rough journey, because you're going to be going through situations where you're fighting. You're going to be having a lot of obstacles and things and people that you're going to be fighting. And Spirit is like, this is going to be your spiritual awakening to get past these tests. It's a continued cycle to get to this goddess and godlike energy here. You're going to have to be more grounded, because you're going to be meeting, like it say, new levels, new devils. Yeah, so you're going to have to learn how to not submit to the energy, guys. Definitely not submit to the energy, but come out of conflict with self when it comes to that energy. You're gonna have to be able to be willing to stay clear on your on where you're trying to go. Okay, you can't submit to negativity. There are options in this world for you to take, and I know it's gonna be a stressful journey, but this is where the discipline comes in. Where Spirit is breaking you down, you're going to have a lot of determination. Determination mixed with discipline. You know, you're going to have to learn how to say no a lot of times. You're going to have to learn how to say yes a lot of times. But these yeses are going to be in alignment with your spiritual growth. There's the yeses that you're going to have to learn how to say in order to be able to evolve in your life and to see a lot of the happiness that Spirit has for you, okay? Definitely walking into newness and a new dimension where we're in the 5th dimension of greatness and a lot of possibilities and happiness, y'all. All right, this is the offer that is being given to you, okay? So discipline is becoming friends with your higher self. And I know it's going to be tough, but this is something that you're going to have to emotionally prepare yourself for. A lot of healing, a lot of changes that are going to be happening to get you in that grounded energy that you always long for. So yeah, guys, so when it comes to discipline, it's more so knowing who you are. You know, you may not know who you are exactly. You may still be a little confused, because you may be caught up in, you know, the 3D type of energy where we were taught a lot of things that were lies when it came to the church and things of that nature. It's hurtful to know that we've been lied to for all these years, guys. And the structure of tradition, conformity, you know, these are the things that you're going to have to release yourself from. Unlearning a lot of the things that have been taught to us, because half of them things, y'all, we wasn't even following anyway, child. But we felt a lot of fear when it came to the things that we weren't doing, it was always called, oh, that's a sin, that's of the devil. You know, they put those things in our mind because they wanted to show us, they wanted to basically tell us that, they wanted to keep us afraid. You know, this is why they always say, oh, be afraid of God, like fear God. Why would I fear God when I am God? You know, that's crazy. I'm not going to fear myself. You know, God said, you know, no, I'm not going to fear myself. You got to be, you got to get to know thyself. You can't fear this life. You got to live it, you know, really live it. Dig your feet in and just really, really live the life that you truly want by taking accountability for your life, for the actions that you've taken in this world. You know, we gotta embody that 666 energy. I was listening to Priestess Offset talk about the 666, and you know they didn't want us to know about 666 energy. They wanted us to be afraid. They wanted to make it seem like 666 is so evil when it represents love, balance, harmony. What it represent? Love, balance, and wait. 666 is a symbol. It represents balance of the material and spiritual world, guys. So they tried to make it evil, but it's not evil. It represents transformation, the shadow aspect of love, shadow side, love such as jealousy. No, that's not true. Self and personal growth. I mean, it could be. So yeah, it's talking about, I was like, if you guys look at the King of Solomon, y'all learn about the seals. When we talk about 666, it talks about love, peace, and harmony, but they've turned it into evil. Okay, so it's about the mother. You know, when the sixes are shaped, it looks like it's like a pregnant woman. So it represents the harmony that a woman has within, you know. It's deeper than what you think, guys. Like, this is why it's not right to always be afraid of everything. Like, we have to really learn what things mean. Because it's actually, I don't want to say too much about it. Y'all look into it, because I see a lot of you are afraid of it, but 666 it's not a bad thing, and they've made us afraid of that energy for the longest. Okay, so you have to learn to get through the obstacles and the fear that has been taught to us. We have to learn to have more discipline when it comes to working on ourselves. We're gonna have to have grace when it comes to working on ourselves to become our higher self. Learning how to do math. Oh, look, this almost came in the reverse, so I'm gonna put it in the reverse. Letting go of anything that has been taught to you from the past that caused you to be in fear about your walk of life and what you should be experiencing in this life, and embracing. What else? It's also time for you to look within, you know, have more compassion for yourself. With the Page of Cups energy, this is saying like a more intuitive way of thinking. So you got to get more into that childlike energy where you're really like, you know how you know how children, they believe like these children will help you manifest because they're so like loving, they believe they're so innocent. Okay, this is where spirit wants you in that childlike energy where you're able to open yourself up a little more to creating the life that you really want, and knowing that you can create the life that you want, being more childlike when it comes to your manifestations. Okay, this is you apologizing to yourself for thinking that you did not have it all together. You do have it all together. You are worthy of being able to come out of toxic environments, toxic relationships. We're not going to get used to being in toxic relationships that don't serve us. You are the shit. You got to remember that, okay? So with the 10 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, and then the Ace of Cups, Spirit is telling you to have more compassion when it comes to your choices. the things that you need to heal, choosing wisely to cause yourself to be more grounded and happier in your life. So there are options here. What do you want? Do you want mental disturbance? Do you want success in your life? Are you here for the money? The money, cars, the clothes? Are you here for, like, what do roses, I don't know what roses represent. Oh, love. Okay. So then we got the string. So what are you tied to? What are you tied to? What is your soul tie that you have? These are things that you're going to have to work. These are things you have to work on. Someone's worried about this. You have to work. You're going to have, so you have to learn how to get through these snake, like maybe there's like a lot of venomous people, like snakes around you that you don't have to learn how to release. You have to learn what true love is. It's not about your outer appearance, guys. Yeah, it counts, but then again, it's not all that. Okay, like you're gonna have to really learn how to love yourself within, get rid of the ego, and become your best self. Okay. So with the Ace of Wands, this is you having more passion when it comes to your life and accepting new opportunities. Yeah, it's not going to be an easy road. You're going to, have like sometimes there are going to be times when you are confused about your path in this life, but there comes a time when you have to get in that King of Wands energy where you're determined about completing the cycle of the 3D world, because it's just, guys, if y'all want to evolve, if you want to become your higher self, you're going to have to do better. What I'm saying is becoming more disciplined. So if you're a man that watches a lot of porn, or you are intimate with a lot of people, like that is not where you want to be. Like a real man, a God man, like wouldn't it be nice to have control over your sexual urges? Wouldn't it be nice to be able to be grounded and actually be able to live and control the vices that you have? Like if you're drinking, you're smoking a lot, these are things that you may feel like, I don't know, like you may not have self-control and you're needing to work on that. Maybe some of you need to work on sperm retention. To be your best self, you're going to have to do work on yourself to become your best self. And that's with the women too. Maybe you got to be abstinent, study abstinence, so that you won't be having sex with random men, having your heart broken. We go through lessons, and these lessons are just a part of life. When are you going to get the lesson? When are you going to learn that you're not going to be able to have long lasting and happy relationships with people who are toxic? That's just not going to work. Not in the 5D realm. You can't have an overly overly sexual spirit in the 5D world. You have to end those cycles, okay? So yeah, you're gonna have to learn how to nurture yourself and put more, like, work on self-love. Put your crown on, okay? With the 10 of Swords, this is telling you that you've ended all cycles of maybe whatever you had going on within. You're gonna have to end that and heal. This is you being your best self. Okay? So with that said, let me get some last messages for you. And then we will be complete. So we'll complete this. And this is how you get in that goddess energy. This is how you embody that godlike goddess and godlike energy, guys. Okay? So we got desire. This is what a lot of people are desiring. It's difficult. It's a hard journey, but you can get through it. So we got, dang, what do the number 8 stand for? That's like infinity. But I want to know it on a more spiritual level. 8 Mimi. So number 8 is representing transformation. Power is representing abundance. Okay. So when you talk about abundance and prosperity, we're talking about you being abundant within. You know, of course, like once you have yourself together within, all the other stuff will come. So it also talk about karma, the law of cause and effect. So in spiritual context, the number 8, deeply connected to the law of karma, is the shape with two circles stacked on top of one another. Is thought to represent the infinite cycles of cause and effect. It suggests that what you put out into the world, your actions, intentions, and energy will be returned to you. If you invest in positive actions, love, and growth, you'll receive that energy back to you. But if you operate from negative or destructive energies, that will come back to you as well. So it's saying the number 8 also encourages you to be mindful. Talks about actions and positive energy to create harmony in your life. So it's talking about balance and harmony, strength and power, you know, transformation and rebirth, divine flow of alignment. And this is where you want to be, because where you're leading to is a place where you're desiring the things that you want, because you're in a very high vibration. And this is where we're at, chosen. We're in a state where we're able to manifest the things that we want. So we got the number 8. So it says, dream bigger. Puny desires constrict you. Your desires create your life, so allow them to flow boldly. Embodiment. What do you really desire? Get specific. See it, smell it, feel it, call it now. What you desire desires you. Does your desire flow from love or fear? Manifestations that come from fear-based desires keep you safe and small. Desires that come from your soul expand your world. Goddess declaration, what I desire desires me. So yeah, this is where you're at, chosen. Ooh, you gotta get naked. So you gotta be authentic within. You know, it's all about authenticity. What else, ancestors? And we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna do 2 last oracles and then I'm out. All right. So we got a celestial alignment, guys. So celestial alignment, and we got intuition. And that's good, because you got to be in the know. You got to know thyself. That's so important. So we got your natural path is to be in alignment with your own divinity. No one can take from you what they didn't give you. How do you want to feel? You think often about what you want, but goddess energy speaks to us in feelings. Celestial alignment is being in sync with the energetic feeling, the frequency of the sacred. Everything that you desire is in frequency. Match it with feelings that is the energy of goddess. Goddess declaration, I am always being guided in the right direction. So yeah, this is where you're at. You're learning that you are always being guided in the right direction. You can get through this. You can get through this. So we're gonna do. Shop Kroger for thousands of advertising ingredients that inspire countless mouthwater. So we're gonna use this deck, and then we're out of here. Maybe this one and one more. Okay. So let's see. Ancestors, angels, spirit guides, please give me a message that relates to everything that we talked about tonight, so that we can learn and empower ourselves, God. What do we need to know? What message is in alignment with the message that we had tonight? What do we need to know? Please give us answers, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. I want it to fall out. Thank you. All right. So we got intuition to protect attitudes from the past, results from the history of, in Cancer. So let's read on that. Intuition to protect attitudes from the past. of can of, and then it says Cancer. All right, let's see. All right, so it says, this is really insightful. Okay, so my question was, how does this card relate to 5D dimension and 3D? How can the people in 3D evolve? Wait, basically, okay, well, let me tell you what I asked. I said, oh, okay. So I said, what does this have to do with those who are being elevated to the 5D dimension and also those who are stuck in 3D dimension, and how can the 3D dimension become better? But I forgot to add the karma card, so let me add that in there. Okay, here we go. So it says, Cancer is ruled by the moon, which gives this sign an innate sensitivity to emotions, intuition, and past experiences. People with strong Cancer energy are often deeply connected to the past, like family, childhood, early experiences. This can manifest as emotional protection, sometimes overly so. In the context of karma deck, the Cancer card might encourage the individuals to protect themselves from old patterns or karmic cycles related to emotional wounds that are still affecting their current life. Karma is the concept of cause and effect. um Actions in this or past lives influence the present. If someone holds on to old emotions and attitudes, particularly fears, resentments, or attachment to past traumas, they could be caught in karmic loops that keep them stuck in 3D consciousness. So, this energy of protection can be both a blessing and a limitation. While it provides safety, it may also block the person from healing or evolving into higher states of awareness. So, it says the 3D consciousness, in the 3D realm, individuals are often very attached to the ego, the material reality, and old patterns, especially those connected to fear in the past. Cancer energy in 3D can be deeply protective, but might also make a person guarded, fearful, and have vulnerability and stuck in emotional loops that prevent them from fully experiencing personal growth. So, the 3D states people often live from a place of survival, scarcity, and emotional defense mechanisms. They might protect themselves too much by holding onto like past hurts, making it hard to move forward. These moments, the Cancer energy might highlight the need to release or transcend or old emotional wounds and embrace vulnerability to shift to a higher state of awareness. Oh, this is so good. So it's talking about 5D. So listen, guys, if you have issues with your emotions, like if you have Cancer in your chart, that's why it is important to look into the chart, into your birth chart, because you want to find out what you are holding on to and why. When you learn why, then you may be better in healing and learning how to let go of what you're holding on to so that you can evolve. So if you're stuck in that 3D realm, then those are your emotions are what you're needing to heal from. You're having to look in your chart to find out what you can do to learn how to let go, because those emotions, they will have you thinking everything. So a lot of people are not able to evolve because of the emotions that they have. This is the problem. When you, especially if you're in cancer, like if you're a cancer, that might be difficulty. And I understand why. This is why we must have grace for people, because you just never know what is going on with that person. Anyway, with that said, with the 5D consciousness, in the 5D individuals are more aligned with love, unity, spiritual awakening, moving into the state of often requires a deep release of past fears. So right now, guys, chosen, we are in this place where we don't even have no fears at this time. It's talking about emotional baggage and the protection mechanism that once served us, is now removed. So it says cancer intuitive ability to protect oneself must evolve into something more aligned with trust in the flow of the universe, and trust in one's emotional resilience. So for those moving toward the 5D, it's about embracing emotional vulnerability, releasing the need for constant protection, and stepping into a more open-hearted way of being. Guys, I need to learn how to do that. Like, that's what I need to, because I'm always like, I'm trying so hard. And that's why I'm like so defensive when it comes to people. And I know that like that's what I need to work on. So anyway, what it's saying is like, and stepping into a more open-hearted way of being. So we got to open our hearts more, guys, to be in our heart chakra. It's saying the 5D consciousness involves letting go of the past emotional charge and surrendering to the present moment. Surrendering to the present moment. Okay. So how those in 3D can evolve into a better people? For those still in the 3D consciousness, it's important to focus on healing emotional wounds, especially those from the past, and breaking free from old karmic cycles. Here are a few steps to help evolve and raise the vibration towards the 5D. So acknowledge and heal the past traumas, guys. So Cancer's protective energy often stems from unresolved emotional wounds. In 3D, people might hide behind defenses or avoid confronting painful memories. To grow spiritually, they need to acknowledge and heal past traumas through therapy, energy healing, or other transformative processes. This helps release karmic baggages and open the door to personal growth and evolvement. So letting go of emotional attachments, detaching yourself, learning how to, detach, but it's balance and detaching, guys. When you're trying to evolve and you're trying to heal and get out of that 3D energy, you're going to have to learn how to let people go. So it says a big part of spiritual evolution is letting go of the emotional and hold that past experiences have on us. So it talks about practice emotional awareness. So moving from 3D to 5D requires emotional maturity and awareness. So if you have issues with your addictions, you're going to have awareness of that. You're going to have to care about that. Some people just let it go. Like, you can't be free with that. You got to know, like, look, this is what I need healing on. This is not normal. So it says people in 3D can start by being more mindful of their emotions, responses, and how they react to situations. Self-reflection, journaling, meditating is powerful tools. Embracing vulnerability and compassion, being more vulnerable, requires releasing the armor of protection that was once needed. You have to have self-compassion and compassion for others. So people who are in their egos, you have to learn how to, you know, be more kind, try. You seen how the Grinch opened his heart up once he let go of fear of being evil and having that big old ego and stealing all them presents and stuff. Like, that's how a lot of the karmic's energy is at this time. They know they need to learn how to open their heart and have more compassion for themselves and for others, releasing control. There are a lot of people, karmics, who have issues with, or just, I don't want to put y'all in the box, but I'm just saying, like, with anyone who has like 3D energy or is in the 3D realm, you're gonna have to release control of outcomes. Like, there are people who are always having to control situations. You have to control your emotions in order to be in a 5D. You're gonna have to have more understanding. You're gonna have to understand that everything is unfolding as it should. Stop trying to have control over things. Learning to let go of control and trust. You got to trust in the divine. The divine timing of life is definitely the key of transforming into the 5D world. This is you becoming your higher self and becoming that God and goddess that you want to become. It's not all about the spirit of destruction and chaos, guys. Get out of that energy. That's so negative. You only use that when you need to, not all the time. It's balance. So energy in regular spiritual practices, whether through meditation, prayer, connecting with nature, helps individuals in 3D often. So start meditating more. It's going to give you it's going to connect you to your higher self, give you your higher consciousness. It's going to help you to develop your intuition, so, and it's also focusing on love and unity. It's not all about you. Like, we live in a world together, so we're going to have to learn how to give more. So it's talking about the energy of 5D is centered on love, unity, and interconnectedness. People in 3D can start small by focusing on loving kindness, their interactions, and making an effort to understand others from a compassionate rather than judgmental standpoint. So healing through love is one of the quickest ways to evolve. And yeah, so that's what that's about, guys. I like that. Like, that right there. That's deep. So I'm gonna do one last card and then I'm out of here, guys. Y'all know I gotta get into it, okay? So we gotta get this knowledge, baby. Those are too many. So let me see. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest white light, please give us a last message for tonight that concludes this message, this reading. No. This ain't gonna conclude it because I want to use one more deck. Give me one message out of here, ancestors, that resonate with what we talked about tonight. What do we need to know? What's most important? Look at this. We got lost treasure. We got the treasure. So Spirit is saying that all is not lost. So there are people who are feeling like they've done it wrong. There are people who are feeling like, dang, like, I thought I had it right. So you're thinking like all is lost, but no, like, you're developing. Spirit is like, if you're actually wanting to awaken to your higher self, it's not too late for you. It says this card represents a great loss or disappointment in your life right now. It could be that you lost a job, relationship, or even an opportunity, but remember that this phase is temporary. It might take some time and effort to rally your forces to recover, but there is a great treasure within you that is always available. The little chest represents that part of you that is filled with light. That part of you that is filled with light. It isn't vulnerable and it can never be lost or damaged. When you focus on what's wrong or what's lacking, it perpetuates your sense of emptiness and victimization. So don't let yourself get lost in your loss. Open the lid to your light and let it illuminate your way. There are other opportunities and greater wealth waiting for you to discover. So what you got to know is, guys, this is a journey. We're on a journey to learning and discovering more about ourselves. We may have been caught in this type of victimization, ego energy, but spirit is telling you that it's always seasons. It's reasons for every season, and sometimes you're stuck in that particular place because you've not learned some things, and spirit is awakening you at this time and telling you, like, you got opportunity. Okay, that was the past. We're in the present moment. Let's keep it moving. If you're wanting to be in this 5D type of energy, if you're wanting to evolve, it's not too late for you guys. Spirit is telling you to come on with, if you want to go join the Fool's Journey, come on, because we're trying to heighten the frequency. And in order for these powers that were to, like, really, like, bow down and get the hell on, we're gonna all have to be on a higher frequency. We're gonna have to be on a higher vibration, and we don't want none of y'all being left behind. It's time to start y'all spiritual journeys. Don't be too, don't have an ego and thinking that everything that you learned in the church was right. You're gonna have to know, like, everything you've been taught was, you're gonna have to start questioning some things. Do it really make sense? You have to go on self-discovery, learning more things about spirituality and yourself. Spirit is wanting you to know, have more intention in your life. There are changes in the wind that are happening, because I do feel like a lot of you are starting your spiritual journeys and are going to be working on yourselves a lot better. We got the fate. So this is fated to happen. So if you want to be on this spiritual journey, you're going to have to go by the book. So the book, by the book, is basically telling you, like, it's levels to this, So you can't fake it anymore. Like, guys, you cannot fake it anymore. It's about discipline. It's about really being serious to elevate. It's about evolving. So it says abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting culture or family custom, universal laws. The universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provide a framework for human experiences and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in the universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules, even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. So, I know, like, a lot of you are like, well, that talks about structure. That talks about conformity. No, this is the laws of the universe, guys. This is in order for you to evolve, you're going to have structure when it comes to your spiritual side. There are laws in order to get to the 5D era, like the 5D energy. You're going to have to do a lot of digging when it comes to self-love, when it comes to you knowing thyself, when it comes to you having vulnerability, being vulnerable, showing humility, and also accountability, holding yourself accountable for things that we all have to hold ourselves accountable. Okay, and this will cause you to have to be alone, because your environments that you're in are a little bit toxic, guys. So if you're gonna have to observe, like, just step back one day and actually, like, listen to the people that you're around, and just like really listen to what they're talking about. Because it's like, not only listen to what they're talking about, but watch what they do. Watch the people around you, you know? Because if you don't realize what you like, you just going day by day. Oh, this my friend. This, no, like, don't go, like, don't do that. Like, really, no, like, you gotta know who's in alignment with you. If they're not in alignment, you're gonna have to learn how to release them. And it's a struggle because you may feel like we've been friends for 26 years and da 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 da. Spirit is telling you, just because y'all been friends doesn't mean that they're supposed to be on your path. So guys, that's what I have for you. I hope this message has assisted you on your growth to becoming your higher self. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you all for watching and have a beautiful night. Peace. I love y'all.